Alright, back at it.
Now we're gonna... What's the plan today? Are we catching a bug?
Catching bugs. Bug. Catching. Well, let's play a bug catching game. Welcome to the Gaming of the Dungeon. There's bugs that look like other bugs. Uh-oh. How will we tell the difference? This is padding. This is 100% padding. See that? That, I think, is not the right one. I think we are looking for a pink one.
Of course you are.
Like that one right in center.
So are you trying to not kill it?
Who knows? Direction is unclear. I need cash anyway. Cashforbugs.com.
Release the weasel.
Weasel Weasel released. Alright, it ran. So,
By the power of Athena.
How though?
Wait, what? Why did she go... What?
Why indeed?
What?
She did level, maybe she got speed.
That much?
I remember this being a problem. I don't remember how you solved this dungeon.
These, puffballs here are rather durable.
A little bit. Why did she go first? Why do they have health?
I don't know. Like, these things were incredibly durable. You got some money out of it, and a level, so it's not the worst thing.
I'm not aware if there's a restoration ROM hack to fix the health amounts.
Hello, Calm Litany. You're an awesome spell.
Jessica seems to be getting better at healing.
I think she's gotten a couple pieces of gear that have boosted her healing abilities.
Maybe.
Okay.
I remember that about this dungeon.
Are we just gonna ignore that happened?
Bees.
How many different kinds of bees have you fought?
How many colors in a palette? Killer dish. Well,
Dish. Not dash. Dish. Oh, jeez. Well, goodbye, Mia.
as it says on the tin.
Check this out.
They move very quickly.
And hit surprisingly hard.
Alright, but the move is to just hit one of them and give a lot of experience.
Oh, wow.
Actually, Actually, if I remember right, I think there's a puzzle in here dealing with like, oh fuck.
By the way, there's another fight right away.
Oh, weird that.
Oh boy.
Check this out.
Check this out.
Oh, what? They're yellow, so that should have been color coordinated.
Althena, lend me your power!
That also would have meant that I would have been hitting the wrong element, so it would have done less damage.
By the power of Athena!
I remember Final Fantasy IV. The yellow flans were weak to lightning.
I don't remember Final Fantasy IV. So that was 3
Floor?
years ago. Yeah, Final Fantasy IV, which is what I'll be on.
3 years? Really?
Just about.
That's true. You have done quite a few games in that time frame.
It will be... No. It will be 2 years in December.
Yeah, there you go.
Even larger numbers. Ice Wall. AoE Ice.
Doesn't she already have AoE Ice?
She has
Oh,
AoE
she
Fire.
has hit everything Ice, excuse me.
Yeah. All and single target. Or all and zone are different.
So I'm guessing by the end of the game she's going to have single target Ice, AoE Ice, hit everybody Ice, and the same thing with Fire.
Yes.
Oh boy, a crystal bracelet.
Yeah, they're probably gonna give me armor for stuff I couldn't buy. The move.
Bees!
Oh no. I was keeping up with it for a little bit.
Here's hoping Flash Cut just kills all of them if you use it.
It feels like it's gonna be a bit of a longer dungeon.
Yeah, there's probably a boss at the end too.
I don't know about that one.
But you didn't have a boss in the previous dungeon. That's madness.
Weasel released.
Wow, that's a fast weasel.
Engage
Check
Weasel.
this out.
Fast B.
I do like how you're using Jessica correctly, which is just defend. And that's really all she needs to do. Mia, no.
You can't see it, but I'm doing the same motions as Jessica right now.
I can't pull my hood up fast enough.
Come on. Get back on your feet. Alright. That should be fight done. Nut.
So I'm not exactly a huge fan that unless Mia is a certain level, probably like 21 or 22, she just gets one shot. Or very close to it.
This dungeon is rough.
Yeah, I can see that.
Also, Mia, your MP pool, once again. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, she can just be casting AoE spells every fight, and I think she'd be fine.
Yeah. Ooh, the spook hairpin. One of the big reasons for that is because she has the buff spells. So, she is...
Gotta make sure she gets those off.
Yeah, she does a lot. Well, that fixes her defense problem a little bit.
Oh, wow.
I feel like there's a pitcher plant I gotta find somewhere. I feel like that's what I'm remembering here. More bees. Also, we do want to explore this dungeon as much as we can, because this is the dungeon where they start dropping gear.
Yeah. Yeah, at this point, it's well worth like actually seeing what these games, what can be like thrown at you.
Check this out.
Also,
Also, you need experience.
we need
and money.
experience, we need money. We have to buy 3 more weapons.
Yeah. At some point, I might suggest you do a little bit when you're doing off-screen like item collection. Maybe get a little bit of the grinding in at that point too.
Maybe. I'm already playing one game off stream.
Summon elemental power.
What game could you possibly need to play off-stream?
Don't fuck with me, Chrome.
Are you playing XCOM off-stream, newbie?
You got me. Can't believe you solved my riddle.
Riddle?
Solve my riddle, Superman.
You're getting a lot of nuts from these bees.
Look. Oh, nut. Alright. And let's use these herbs up, because herbs are fake now.
Fake healing?
Not real healing. There we go. We're living that nut life now.
There still seems to be a couple herbs and that's not Nash. That's Null's inventory, but that's not
They
bad.
are antidotes.
Oh, right, of course. My bad.
More. Oh, no.
From the chat, Newbie is desperate to get more Hoshigami time. We already saw the desperation in Newbie last night. It was like, I just want to see where the game's going at this point. That's when we know some stuff is set in.
Check this out.
I sent a message to Rob earlier today that was just... I could be playing Dragon Quest Builders right now.
You could be playing better games.
I could be playing anything else.
You might need to leave and come back.
I was thinking that. At least I can dodge plants. Oh no. Oh no.
I have a feeling that fluffy bug, or whatever it is going to be always in these fights until the very end where you're going to corner it, and then it's going to grow to monstrous size or something like that.
I'm gonna look this up real quick while this turn
Okay.
plays out. Because I literally don't remember this dungeon at all, and they've given me no hints.
Check this out.
I'm down with these guys using lots of sleep powder. Kyle, no.
Summon elemental power.
Alex, yes.
Oh my god.
Have you figured it out?
No. Stop.
Get some help?
Alright, I'm just
This is a
gonna...
silly question. Have you had a boss fight that has all 5 of your people in the party yet?
No.
Okay.
One of the reasons why the next one is rough.
Because they're expecting to be able to have. Gotcha.
Yeah, they're like, hey, you have all your tools, right? Cool, have fun. And you're like, no, I'm not ready.
Fortunately, the game is throwing you a lot of icy-based things, so if the next boss fight is some sort of red dragon-esque thing, or perhaps a servant of said red dragon, it shouldn't be too hard to get through.
Summon elemental power.
Oof.
So, we might not want to leave.
Oh? Oh, if you leave, does the bug get out?
Maybe.
Oh, do you only have, like, one shot to be in here?
No. That would be weird.
Okay.
We need what's in here to progress.
Cool. But I'm guessing things get worse if you try to leave?
Check
It's-
this out.
I think the enemies respawn, and I think literally what you have to do is deplete all the bug enemies. Like, you have to corner the bug.
Gotcha. Did she just dodge that awesome maneuver by the evil bugs?
She has plus luck.
She's the best.
By the power of Athena.
So, yeah, I was about to say, I don't think you need to be dropping blizzards as much because it seems like usually there's only one fly left at the end.
Well, this will get us up to speed with money and levels.
True. So you just gotta kill all the little puff balls. That's not too bad.
I think it... But sometimes they're not in here.
But that means that it's just that it would jump from, like, it's probably, like, hard-coded to go from fights, like, 1 to 12 or whatever, depending on how many of these puffy bugs are there. And if you, like, kill 1, 2, and then 4, and then go back and kill 3, it'll just jump straight to 5.
Hold that thought, though.
Okay.
Oh, no, 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 no. Okay. Hello. What? Oh, piss. That's actually fine. I kind of need to heal anyway.
Rah! Chase after you.
Well, I've created a problem for myself now.
Uh-oh. You can just book it to the bottom left after this fight.
But yeah, it shows up in, yeah, at least now in set fights.
Answer your question of games I'm playing right now. Considering soonish you might be getting back to other different types of tactical RPGs in the future. I've been playing a couple. At least I played the first couple
Check
maps
this
of
out.
Final Fantasy Tactics because Gold mentioned, like, I want to go, play that game again. Still good. I mean, it's not the best game ever, but it's still fun.
You ever think about the fact that it's made by the same people that made Hoshigami?
Yes. That's actually kind of the reason why I wanted to play it, so it'd be like, it can't be nearly as bad, right?
It
And
can't
it's
be
one
the
of those-
exact same fucking game.
There's less menu.
Shoot on.
It's also a lot easier to understand what the heck's going on.
Shoot on.
Now, granted, that's coming from someone who's played that game, Final Fantasy Tactics, for like, how long has it been out? Probably close to 20 years now, maybe more. So I've played that game a couple times. So yeah, I understand how it's going on. I'm sure if someone who like saw you play Hoshigami, be like, of course, why does he not get this super like obvious thing that's not obvious in the slightest, but because I did the thing 15 years ago, it seems to be super obvious. How could you not get the weird coin system? It's so obvious.
Why are you confused by the fact that there's no fall damage?
There's fall damage in Tactics, which is why it's one of those... What? No, you should be taking damage from that. Remember, book it to the bottom left.
Well,
You tried.
we'll be fine. There's only 3.
Yeah, there's only 3. That you can do this.
I am like 90% sure that Jessica does get extra attacks.
Oh, she does. Because I know in the second game, her counterpart...
Nice.
What?
Whoops. I hit right too early.
Oh. Whatever, you can get out of here. Yeah, but I do know in the second game, the other healer gets 2 hits, so I'm pretty sure she does too. Oh, wow. Heal up.
Heal Nash, or not.
No. He gets his hit off and then falls over.
Nash
He
knows
can
what
stay
he's
at the
doing.
bottom. Yeah, sure. Let's go with that. I like that the squishy Mia has caught up to him in health.
Yeah, it's good.
I kind of get his thing. He's the speedy mage, she's the slower mage.
The
But
problem is his status effect spells don't fucking do anything.
yeah, I think if his status effect spells actually like
Check this out.
worked more often than they do, he'd be more useful because you could use a couple status effects to like thin out the monster swarms.
Status effect spells were worthless, like, after the second dungeon. That's wild to me.
By the power of Athena.
It's frustrating because I'm thinking of games like Dragon Quest, because you mentioned builders, where status effects are useful for a while in many games. How could they not be useful in this game? Yeah, people mentioned like I haven't played 11 yet, so don't spoil it too much for me. But
Yeah, don't talk
I'm,
about 11
I'm
too
happy
much.
to hear that there's good, useful status effects. In the third game, which there's an LP happening right now that I'm following, there is a boss that the guide for it that I had many, many, many years ago straight up says, "Oh yeah, magic doesn't work on this guy." Turns out it does. It's just one of those, what? But why?
But why though?
Why would you lie to me, game?
But why though? Weasel release.
Yes.
Release Weasel.
Everyone on your team levels up at the same speed, right?
Yes, nobody levels up faster than the others. It's just that they came into the party with different experience amounts, so some will level before others.
Yeah, I kind of figured that's what it was. Ooh, nice Sonic Riser, by the way.
Speaking of Metal Slime, I found one in Builders.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Man, that's one of those things like any person who plays like Dragon Quest will understand the first time, not the first time, but like once you've played those games enough and you start seeing Metal Slimes, that like shot of adrenaline the first time you see one in the game, it's like, oh, it's go time.
should try 8 again, but that would also require me to hook up my PlayStation or find a PlayStation 2 emulator.
Yeah. I mean, it's a good game. It got back to the roots while at the same time not being horribly grindy. Which is a problem with some Dragon Quest games.
Yeah, my big problem is that I think I was in the period of time where it was too classic. You know? Alright, we got one heal. Put down Kyle, and we save. Isn't that port on the 3DS only on new 3DS?
Also, it probably doesn't have the orchestral music and stuff.
Stealth. Stealth! Ah, I got stealth. Oh no.
Almost. Whoop. Run away!
Nah,
No, I
this,
think you can get through it.
yeah, this is gonna be a problem anyway.
Is this your last Weasel release, or do you gotta save?
No, we got, if we fight another one of those big sets of boys, we need a weasel for that. Here's the one thing, playing through builders and seeing screenshots of 11 that I really appreciate. For as much as Final Fantasy consistently over and over again tries to recreate its image, Dragon Quest looks exactly the fucking same, and I like that. It kept that cartoony look, and it's good. No, we have a spare nut. We'll toss on Alex after this fight.
Yeah. For better or for worse, it has kept the same, like, art style. I think the art, I think it could stand getting updated in some senses, but at the same time, the whole reason you're playing those games is because it's that, like, sense of continuity that this art has been there since you started, so
I mean,
nice
you
to
get
see it.
fucking Toriyama on something.
Yeah.
You got that
He doesn't let
Toriyama
go.
money.
It's really nice to see the main characters of Dragon Quest look like Goku and Gohan.
Every fucking game.
Every game. Except for the ones where you can have the main character be a lady, and then she looks not like them.
Then she looks like Alia.
Yeah.
Alright, so now we're back here.
Although, I do like that if you pick the girl in Dragon Quest IV, she's like 1.5 feet shorter than the guy. It's just because it's one of those, why are you 4.5 feet tall when he's like 6+? That's a lot of bugs you gotta beat.
It can't be all of them, right?
Might be.
This does seem to be the least explained thing in this whole game. I'm gonna look this up again real quick.
Oh yeah, I'm not disparaging the lady from 4 because she doesn't look like a doofus, and the guy does because he's got one earring on. And it's one of those, oh man, you need to stop. All this talk is probably going to get me to play Dragon Quest at some point. I'm just saving it for when I get around to getting 11. And I just had that thought of, maybe I should play 7. That one that's the grindiest grind ever. And I realized I don't hate myself that much anymore. For those who've only played like 8 and beyond, the first 4 are going to be very clunky to you, but it's not a bad idea to go back and look at it because you'll get a bunch of references, I'm sure. Oh yeah, and someone's mentioned this is Dragon Quest talk on Newbie thing. Look stuff up. Someone mentions that they're playing the new 3DS version of 7 and it's better. Yeah, better in some sense. It's still pretty darn grindy.
Inconsistent on this. I hear ya.
Someone mentioned they had beaten Dragon Quest 4 and not Final Fantasy 1. Well, Dragon Quest 4 does a little bit better at just handing you straight up a bunch of people that you can just use. And it's pretty much just, all right, here's 4 chuckles, learn how to use them, okay, bye. It's not nearly as refined as 4 is. Also, I think Final Fantasy 1 came out like right after Dragon Quest 3, so it didn't have 3 predecessors, or right before Dragon Quest 3, excuse me. It didn't have 3 predecessors to build on to refine the system.
Why am I saving?
I don't
This way.
know.
I can save state and that'll go way faster. Oh, fuck.
Anyway, that was Dragon Quest talk. Back to this game. Oh, there's no... Yep. Oh, yeah. I think Lunar has a lot of good elements to it. I think it has a lot of other things to it that are a little relic-y of the time, but...
Hence why I will say forever,
Check this out.
it's a game of its era. Like this dungeon, for instance, is super convoluted, not explained in any way. Problems. Why did these things have so much health?
That's kind of the problem I have with these things, is that they need to lose about 50 health each. You should be able to wipe them with using, like, Sonic Riser or something.
I'm remembering the problem with this
Right
part,
to the mage.
with this part of the game of just having like 2 very bad back-to-back dungeons.
Yeah.
Well, even the tower wasn't really that bad. It was just the first floor. But this dungeon sucks. This dungeon isn't really explained well. You kind of just got to keep running around.
It's pure filler, too.
Yeah.
Nothing important is happening. And it's not even the good kind of filler that's like the cooldown from a story beat. It's just, nope.
It's filler after
Go find
filler.
a bug.
This whole part is like filler into filler into filler.
And yeah, that's a problem a lot of the games from the 90s had. Like some of the Breath of Fire games, because we mentioned that earlier. They have a large chunk of filler in the middle of the games. It's just like, oh, I want to get back to the stuff I really liked about this game. Could we skip this, please? And I like a lot of the aesthetic of this game, but it just has a little bit too much that is just kind of thrown in. Don't want to be ragging on it too much. I'm sorry if people are getting frustrated with that. It's just more of a...
No, it's fine. It's kind of the same opinions I'm having right now. I am trying to avoid encounters as much as I can.
I understand. Have you figured it out, by the way?
No.
Cool.
I'm exploring a little bit, so I have information in my head. Alright, I have to fight this fight.
You ought to that bug.
Actually, let's just do this, save me some time. Yeah, alright. See, that's not... Yeah, so I have to go around here. There has been an area... Weird. Hold up. Like, work laptop just went to sleep. I am completely drained. I cannot be fighting fights right now.
Yeah, unless you start using starlights, but you don't want to do that.
I can avoid it.
Yeah. You can check out that bug down there.
Maybe. That's why I safe stated.
Gotcha. Run.
Is an option. Is not an option. Well. We can have that. Actually, let's check. Whoa. Shotgun Dirge, thank you for all the gift subs.
Holy moly.
Another 5 on top of all the ones that you threw out yesterday.
35 in really a day.
Alright, can I juke this bee? I will juke a bee. Yeah, see that one is not okay. Yeah. There is a we're gonna have to use a starlight anyway, because I am not walking out of this dungeon.
Yeah.
Everybody, enjoy Orb.
Yeah, Nash has 1 shot left. Mia's still good to go.
This RMP pool is gigantic. These things might be weak to fire. It might be smarter to use fire on them instead, but
You want the AoE, like, for certain hit.
yeah.
Then elemental power.
Well, at least you took out 2 of them before they did anything.
Before they run up and kill Nash, who has done his work this fight.
Yep. Thud.
And then following that up, sliding in under the guise of sub.
Wow, that was mean.
Nice.
There it is. Thank you for the host, Lou. Coming over from that Vagrant story. That
Good
Parliament.
game.
But what of Parliament?
Oh, Vagrant story. You're the
Jess
reason why we got
has these
Bond.
games, so.
Have I told you that?
Yeah, I think we talked about that last week.
Mm-hmm.
That Ashley was too old, so they made Vaughn. Yggdrasil, thank you for the bits. What of anime? Bingo, baby.
Hello.
Second healing ring.
Goes right to Kyle.
It was right on to Kyle. It was right on the value. Are you? No. You are not the bug we are looking for.
So for people just joining in, Newbie is done with this dungeon.
I am on such a fetch quest. I could care less at this point. B.
You're not getting around that B. That B, though. Do you have any healing nuts you can use?
Not really.
You might want to run.
Unfortunately, enemies stay
Oh, God.
ethereal. Enemies do not become ethereal. We may need the starlight.
This out.
Yeah, you're gonna have to probably starlight Jessica.
What of Mia?
Well, she did have the most health in your party.
Bees.
Wow.
Bees. All right.
Stinks that you're gonna use one, but oh well.
I was going to use one anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, that's all the health they get, because I need to save that 20 MP to get out of here.
Yeah, for the ride home.
Yep.
At some point, game from the 90s, it's just, you know what? We're done with you. We need to go.
Might be able to juke this bait.
Wait for it to just go so far off screen.
No, okay. That's a dead end.
Fantastic.
But I followed the path.
But that means that one of the bugs you fought earlier, the floof balls, you gotta go back and find it.
Oh my god.
Hello.
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 Welcome to Newbies Having an Aneurysm.
I am quickly remembering the dungeons in this game that are bad.
Yes.
This being one of them. You are not a foofball that I'm looking for. Oh no, okay. We're good. Save states are a good commodity that has been added to video games.
Did you almost walk out the front?
I almost left.
Wow, that would have been bad. I don't think you're gonna juke that bee.
That's what you think.
I was wrong.
Well, we found one. We're beaten and battered, but we found one.
I really hope I was wrong about, like, that you have to chase every single one of those puffball fights all over the place.
That would actually be the worst. And yeah, there's not good enough guides online for this game to be able to... Because literally this one says like...
Check this out.
Oh yeah, for people who don't know, our target is that little pink fluff ball, and there's all these different fights that have these blue puffballs around the map that newbie has to track down and fight one by one and get rid of the pink one and watch the pink one run away every single time until eventually it doesn't have a place to run.
Or something. There's really no clear, like, anything online explaining this dungeon.
It's just bad.
This dungeon sucks. Also, everything, like, this is finally, we've hit the point where, like, the increased HP total that the localization got is actually starting to become an issue.
No, they have slightly less health.
Oh, right,
just
they have
deal-
less health.
They have slightly less health, but they deal much more damage.
Man, could you imagine these guys with even more health?
I'm trying not to.
From downtown.
Wow, that's... wow.
Summon elemental power.
After watching this for 5 minutes, this feels really slow. Yeah, this part of the game is pretty slow, unfortunately.
Fights don't generally take this long.
Remember, newbie here is pretty much at the end of his rope. I was really hoping it would just be the game saying, alright, you did it, bye. So, you might be able to use that 20 MP, because once you kill all these bugs, you're gonna be, out of enemies in the dungeon.
Well, if I keep running to a fight and retreating and keep doing that over and over again, I can get all of Alex's and Kyle's HP back.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Holy shit, Smite, thank you for the big ghosts over. I'm sorry that it was this dungeon. This dungeon that makes me want to die.
Yeah, welcome to... Oh, go hell. Just... filler.
I can't do this fight.
You're gonna have to have Jessica use her MP to heal everybody up.
It finally happened. Oh, I'll look at that stuff coming in as soon as I input everybody's stuff for this turn.
Mm-hmm.
Summon elemental power.
Yeah, thank you to the 2 follows that we just got.
Mm-hmm. Also, very odd that occasionally Mia just says, I'm going first.
Very odd that Mia just dies.
Yeah, well.
Althena, lend me your power.
Mainly because she's not getting healed.
Well, and the important thing is, Kyle's at max health.
You're right.
I don't think you're beating this fight.
Yeah, let me,
I think you might need to use, like, all your healing nuts at this point.
I am done. At this dungeon.
Oh, I don't know about that much, man, but okay.
It's fine. And here's my prediction. We're not done after this fight. If we are, I'll reload and do it with less, but... I predict there's more.
Oh yeah, I think I was right originally. You have to kill every single one of the puff fights.
But she was about to cast.
She saves her MP this way.
I don't need her to save her MP.
You don't need to be done with these fights.
Oh my god. It only did sleep powder. It's fine.
Think of it this way, because they did sleep powder, you got an extra little bit of health on Alex and Kyle. Think of all the money you're getting right now.
Oh! Well.
You reload. Save those starlights.
I'll save 1 ether.
Are we free? No, we're never free.
Not quite. But I can fast forward.
Summon elemental power.
The turn order is just so
What?
doesn't make any sense.
Who cares? You got this. Your 3 heavy hitters are still up. No, I would save your magic. But
I am leaving.
yeah, I know. You're done. You did it.
Okay. We live.
For one more boss fight, probably.
No. Bug acquired. Goodbye.
I would laugh really hard if the dungeon said, you can't teleport out.
So long.
Oh. Boy, you did it. Gained a whole bunch of levels in the
I
process.
cannot believe that was a whole video.
Don't you gotta give the...
I'm
But-
going back and buying things.
Oh, okay. That's fair.
Man, that dungeon.
Yeah, I feel kind of bad for the people who came over from Smite and Loon, like, oh boy, what fun thing is what fun thing is Newbie doing? Oh, he's getting his butt kicked in a dungeon by puffballs.
Bugs.
What?
The next dungeon is an actual dungeon, though. It's not stupid. I may keep this FAQ open, though, mainly just because it is telling me where items are, like, what items are in a place, and since gear matters.
You have just enough money to re-equip everybody here.
And then some, because we'll sell their old stuff.
Yeah, I don't think Kyle can use any of the gear here because his sword is already very good.
Fortunately, it doesn't give me, like, straight numbers, but yeah, it's alright.
Yeah.
Actually, let's sell these fucking antidotes. Really
Yeah,
don't-
hopefully you can make a
I
little
have
room for
dragonfly
eventually.
wings. Don't let me forget this.
Yeah. You have a dragonfly wing. Gotcha.
Ooh, right. We also have some armor to sell.
Yeah, and you should probably go buy a whole bunch of healing items just so that you
Let's
have them.
get nuts. I'm here for nut.
Didn't she say she pretty much just bought these or stole these things from Vale?
Yes.
That's the best.
One more. Wait. No, we're good. Because reminder, once we get out of here, the bridge in that other place will be fixed, and we have to buy new weapons.
That's depressing.
Oh, you know what else I need to remember? I own fast travel.
Yeah. Well, the fast travel at this point wasn't that big a deal. You'll be using this fast travel to go back and open up all those super cool chests in a little bit. Off screen, because thank you. Yeah, for people in the chat who are curious, that's Mia, that's not Luna in our party. Luna was our bard. Mia is just straight up wizard.
Wizard.
Oh hey, Alex has more health than Jessica finally.
Barely.
Unless, by one. Unless he's always had more? I don't know.
Here's your stupid fucking bug. Oh, if I remember right, this has a really bad fucking cutscene. Like, not
Damn.
bad, like, it was great right in the 90s. Bad. It's just animated really weird and stupid.
Turning on the sound. Let's see this thing.
It's gonna be a little bit. Because it's not inflating until tomorrow's morning. You heard me.
Yep.
And they spent the whole night there and nothing happened. Why was that even a thing that we needed to have? Oh, right, for this bit.
Aha.
Done.
What? What?
Alright. Get ready. For anime. Plenty of room
Alright,
for
here we
5
go.
people and 1 animal.
Is he afraid of heights?
He doesn't trust non-magic flight. He's a man of magic.
So, I know I've mentioned Dragon Quest a few times. This is straight up the balloon music from Dragon Quest.
Oh, okay, never mind. The anime cutscene doesn't happen until you're leaving, which makes sense.
Oh, fair. Probably, you know, super cool things happen. Like the volcano erupting.
It's not hot because it just looks hot.
I hate this game.
Oh, well, hey, Alex can actually finally use his spell. Or not. Maybe. We'll find out.
Oh, hey!
Oh, actually, you know what? I'm going to split a video. That actually is a good idea, because another dungeon, video split.
What's gonna happen next time, newbie?
Fire!